Huh? Huh? Huh?
Thought I was done for back there.
Ah! Riku!
Alright, so here we are attempting a cater solo. My cater isn't the world's most built character, so she doesn't have the legendary weapon, she doesn't have blue armor, she just has regular Lufenia armor. Her artifacts are god-awful. I have to wait till Lloyd's event to get some good artifacts for her. So, she's not the strongest person in the world. That's why I brought a friend along, because there's really no way I was going to beat it without a friend. Or with the solo method anyways. I've been there trying all day. Maybe with the proper gear, I could have made that happen, but even then it might not have worked. I don't know how much that would have increased my damage output. But alright, so my strategy was pretty simple. At the start, you get 4 buffs, or 4 turns of her LD buff you start off with. So I didn't use any of those right off the bat. The basic strategy really is just to try to either have your LD buff up, or debuff up, or your AA buff up. Because as long as you have those two up, one of those two up, you're not going to take any damage. With the AA, you're just going to dodge the entire time. It'll dodge every single attack. And then with LD, you get a sets of frame debuff on there. So even if you do get hit, you're going to take 0 damage. Okay, so this is what her LD looks like if you haven't seen it before. There's the sets or buffs. And now that these sets or buffs are up, I'm going to call my friend, and then we'll get going to the summon. JP is on my phone, so I recorded this on my phone and then doing a voiceover on my computer. Hopefully it sounds good. Phone quality videos aren't, necessarily the best quality sound, but it is what it is. See there, you can obviously see the sets are buff in effect. You take no damage. And we'll just spam the LD in here and do a lot of damage, and then Cater will come back during the summon. And then we just do the Cater solo from there on out. These things don't have a lot of health. That's why solo is even, you know, remotely possible. If they actually had normal health for a Lufenia plus fight, like, it would not be possible. I mean, this boss is kind of a joke. I did this with, in 7 turns with just a full type 0 team. We had Cater, Queen, and Machina. And we completed it in 7 turns. So the fight is stupid. I don't know why they made it, you know, as easy as they did. But anyways, it allowed for, you know, this at least, so that's cool. Whenever you see the 2 buffs with 1, I mean, you're obviously familiar with Cater. You obviously have to keep the dodge buff up, and so whenever you see that at 1, obviously you hit skill 2. You're not gonna, or at least I wasn't able to have 100% uptime on both either the AA or the LD, so you do have to get lucky a couple times. So I did die like 2 or 3 times. I died once at 1%. 2 of the guys had 1%, and then one of them was dead, and it was my turn next, and I got 1 shot. So that was really annoying. And one time I died at the very start. I got hit with the very first 2 attacks, which is super unlucky, so that was kind of funny, I guess. I could die 1 or 2 other times to random stuff. Here's another section where I chose not to use anything. Although I probably could use something there, because at the end I end up with the mobs still had the debuff on them, so I could have used something right there, but I chose not to. And since I'm on my phone, we get random phone notifications. Sorry. Actually got hit there, but as you can see, that's our debuff. You know, saved me again. Some free advertisement for Kiwi. Here's another section where we didn't have anything up, but we were fine. When you have these when they have multiple turns like this, where you see them get like a lot of turns, that's a really good time to use your AA. Because odds are you're probably getting hit with one of these if you didn't have it up. Unless you have good RNG, of course. So I brought the Queen Call because I'm like, well, if I get hit, I'm going to heal myself. But if you get a hit towards the end, you just get one shot, so healing is kind of not that helpful. But whatever. I used it at the end just cause. And there you have it. We are about to kill it with the EX. And you gotta cater solo with an assist from a friend. This is the Lufenia Plus, if I hadn't mentioned it before, obviously. I mean, you could clearly do it with a regular Lufenia as well, but this was Lufenia Plus.